Today I'm going to be breaking down Kai by Olamide and Wizkid. I'll be talking you through the various production elements, lyrical themes, and some of the things that you might have missed on first listen. Alright, you know the sketch, headphones on, let's get into some new music.
Wondering where my dreams take me next. I can't slow down, I can't go back, I feel home at last, I feel home at last.
Yeah, Mr. Bombastic, Mr. Romantic, Mr. Fantastic.
Nothing is carved in stone.
Do you know what I was going to say? Right, you know what I'm going to say? Those trumpets and the guitars, they're absolute fire, man. Do you know, I was just laughing to myself because I was just kind of imagining you guys waiting for me to say that. Right, let's just go back a few. Right, hang on, here we go. They do though. They bang, man. And listen to those trumpets. Fire, mate.
Nothing is carved in stone. You know the night is young. I'm feeling good, I'm in my zone. Brought me a fat big blonde. And now them daba wallet. I'm burning in my lights wallet. Dirty like what? Cause I'm in good luck. I be shame me can't stop. I'm so
Nice cut there.
Mr.
Those trumpets again. Fire, mate.
African boy with the do magic. Came in a bunch left in the Lambo. Manga boy, everybody want blue. I'm still line tabati that boy. My never matter my be I know. I'm gonna lay what you. And you go lose control. By your knees touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. I'm gonna lay what
Nice follow-ups there.
And you go lose control. By your knees touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. I'ma look out to Dubai. She niggas spend with the time. When they make you guy, join to the left and right, baby guy. Guy. No
Yeah, thanks.
You know one day gonna by. Baby guy. Guy. It's too easy cause the money surplus.
Okay, right, we're going to stop it there because we have now listened fully to the first section of the song. So let's go ahead and let's talk about some of those key elements, production-wise and lyrical-wise as well. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about here are the visuals. Now, I wouldn't usually touch on these, but here they are actually doing a lot. Not just to set the mood, but to support the core themes. So when we look at the lyrics, the themes revolve heavily around freedom, wealth, and attraction. The presence of women, at least for me, seem to serve more as a backdrop rather than being at the center of it all. So something that is woven into the flex, the movement, and the lifestyle rather than being the actual focal point. Now, depending on how you hear the lyrics, because people hear lyrics in different ways, some of the lines could also read as giving us flashes of emotional detachment or quiet distraction. And on this point, let me know what you think. Is it pure bravado or are there layers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I would definitely be interested in hearing those. Now, when it comes to the production side of things, I'm not going to lie, this track is filled with goodies. Guitar, it absolutely bangs. Clean, rhythmic, and full of those short, twangy notes that give the track that late night lounge club feel. It sets the tone perfectly, and we have the visuals to match. Trumpets, again, absolute fire. But here's what makes them smart. Because it's not about how they sound, it's when they hit. Notice that they come in when Olamide fully leans into his flex. So Dom Perignon, Casamigos, Porsches, etc, etc, etc. So they're not random. They mirror that moment of status and celebration. They uplift the energy and they sell the fantasy, which is why you feel good when they come in. Now, they play a similar role in the pre-chorus and the chorus, so short bursts of lift time perfectly to push the momentum. Now, before we move on, I do just want to talk about one more thing, and it's Olamide's vocals, because this, my friends, is the difference between the amateurs and the pros, because he's not just singing the lyrics, he's performing them. So in the first verse, when he's talking about feeling good and the night being young, his tone is lighter and more relaxed. However, when we switch over into brag mode, Porsche's bottle status, you'll notice that his tone drops and it becomes much more confident. Now, these are subtle things, but they matter because they help to elevate the verse. Okay, so that's it for this first section. Now, let's get into the second section.
Right, baby, guy. No killing person, baby, guy. You know one day gonna by. Baby, guy.
It's too easy cause the money surplus. Now money don't stop a long talk. How many things you won't count? You better relate with your mind.
Yeah, that bass roll, fire.
Don't go use your own, gon' confuse me. Jazzy, I did not see they do me. Hot box pass, baby, for me.
Trumpets.
Diamonds every new way. If there's something that you wanna do, do it. Don't wale mo me. Men they feel
Guitar again.
Wale mo me. Oh, bella pomio. Omo apamijo. Omo casamigos.
Omo lewajo. And you lose control. May your knees touch your toes.
Okay, right, we've entered into the pre-chorus now, so there isn't, well, I would imagine there isn't going to be a lot that changes throughout the song now because we are pushing towards the end. So let's just talk about that second section and then we will go ahead and we'll see the rest of the track out. Okay, so one of the first shifts that you will notice here is the bass. It's more prominent and it's more reactive. When we hit lines like how many things you want to count and you better relate with your mind, you'll notice that the bass rolls with the rhythm of these lyrics. And just like Olamide, Wizkid isn't just singing, he's performing. So when he admits that he's still trying to figure himself out and doesn't want to get dragged into someone else's emotional mess, his tone softens, it shifts, and it reflects the honesty within this lyric. But when we go back to brag mode, that cool confidence returns. But here's the thing. The production also shifts because you'll notice that when we do go back to flexing, this is where the trumpets and the guitars come back into the mix. So we essentially have this consistent theme, the production shifting with the narrative. All right, that is it for the analysis now. Let's go ahead. Let's see the rest of the track out.
Omo casamigos.
Omo lewajo. And you lose control. May your knees touch your toes. If you the bad man love. Omo lewajo. And you go lose control.
See, notice when the trumpets are coming in. No trumpets. Boom, they're in there again.
When they make you guy, don't do me left and right, baby guy. No killing person, baby guy.
And that cut
You know
bangs.
one day gonna go by. Baby guy.
Outro now.
Mr. Bombastic,
Saxes.
Mr. Romantic, Mr. Fantastic, Yabayastic.
Bangs, mate. Okay, that's it from me. If you enjoyed this breakdown, then you will definitely enjoy the ones popping up right now. Click on the screen, save them for later. Either way, they are worth a watch. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.